Brian Tyree Henry is back on FX in a new series that has nothing to do with Atlanta. But in fact, it does have to do with a series that you totally want to check out. And I am here to talk all about it. So yeah, we're going to get into that review of the new series, Class of '09, right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new series Class of '09, coming to Hulu May 10th. On May 10th, you're going to get the first 2 episodes of this new limited series, and you have to come back each and every week for a new episode weekly. And yes, I have checked out the first 4 episodes of this, and I have a lot of questions, honestly, but overall I am enjoying it, and I think you will too. But jokingly, as I said, Paperboy Brian Tyree Henry is back, but this time he is a part of this new class of FBI agents. He plays the character Teo, which Teo's story is interesting in itself, but he is considered the most unorthodox agents to ever join the Bureau. And we are introduced to the whole class of these agents. So everybody has different personalities, and they mesh together sometimes like water and oil, but nonetheless, in order for them to be a graduating class, they all got to be on the same page. So we kind of see this work in progress ultimately become a cohesive unit. Another actor attached to this is Kate Mara, who plays the character Poet, where Kate is also an interesting character. She's considered one of the most successful undercover agents of all time. But even with that accolade, she has her troubles as well too. But what's truly special about this series, which you can see by the promotional work, is we're actually bouncing between 3 different time periods. Where what they consider the past, which the past is in the early 2000s, the future, which is like 2034, and then current, which is the current year in 2023. And while it's not easy to tell sort of the aging of these characters and where we're at, the indications to what period we are, one has to do with technology, but also has to do with the title captions. They will let you know each time they're moving to these different time periods, which is a little confusing because there's times where you will be in the future, and then another one will come and say you're in the future. So I'm confused, like, and I unless I'm totally tripping, there was also a time where they said they were in the future, and then they say they were current, and then the current year was the year that the future was, and I was like, am I tripping? But I don't know. I did watch the first 4, and it could have been a little bit confusing to me, or a little bit of fatigue. When maybe not. I don't know. But nonetheless, yeah, you're gonna get 3 different time periods, and within the time periods, again, you're gonna know very drastically different tones, societal changes, positions, and certainly the technology. When they get to 2034, it's a lot of AI involved here, and Teo's character has a lot to do with that, which is interesting to see where his character came from. So, you know, what I think is interesting about this is that I think for any techie out there, you're going to be intrigued about how justice is handled in the future. And even with that, it's still problematic. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you right now. You're going to see a lot of things that may appear to be certainly a positive thing, but will certainly come into question. You will also see these relationships kind of grow or dissolve over the years. There's some sort of foreshadowing that you probably may predict will be a thing that actually won't. There's a lot of different curveballs that's happening with stuff. But even way with these sort of just changes here, again, you're going to see how humanity is shifted. You're going to see how justice has shifted. And you're going to see how certain choices that were made in the past, how that ultimately affects these characters in the future. And not only just their relationship, but their lives and their legacy. It's a lot of different kind of things happening with it. But even in the first 4 episodes, man, I need more. I'm not satisfied right now. I am enjoying this, but I'm not satisfied. I need more. So I'm going to say that for you all, definitely stick through the 4. But much like myself, you're probably going to need to see a strong 5th and 6th episode beyond that, because there's still so many questions. A little hard to tell what the direction is. You do see some conflicts with certain characters that you're like, huh, okay, I get that. But then there's other characters you're kind of like, huh, what's to come with that? And then there's obviously, you're talking about crime here. You're talking about justice system here. There's going to be other characters outside of this class of FBI agents that's also going to shift things as well too. Folks, anybody who watches Criminal Minds, loves a good villain who leaves like a breadcrumb of a breadcrumb trail of secrets and clues to kind of shift things and kind of cast doubt upon folks. Certainly will come into play with this, and that's intriguing as well too. But here's the biggest thing. While this is produced by FX Productions, as again I jokingly said, Brian Tyree Henry returns from Atlanta. He's fantastic, man. What can't he do? And I think this is another good outing thus far. Seeing him as an FBI agent, seeing his entire story. Kate as well too is easily lovable in this. Like, Kate just seems like a super solid person and agent. But I think all of that comes into question with both of these characters and more beyond that. And there's other characters I definitely feel. Hour is a huge question mark. This character Hour, I don't know what to expect, but this is why I need more episodes right now. I need to know what's up with Hour. Drew, yeah. But I think so far, this is heading in the right direction. Just got to see what else this has in store. So, isn't it funny that in the future Teslas are considered classics? That's a feature I wasn't expecting here. But yeah, and you also can get pulled over for driving because everything is self-driven. You're not allowed to drive. Like, these are the type of things you can expect in this. Like, it's odd like that. And an automated like cop pulling over system, to get pulled over. Like, they have their own automated system with it. It is freaky scary, but like also kind of cool, but also I don't want no parts of that. Yeah, that's the story for another day. But nonetheless, yeah, you want to check out Class of 09. I think beyond just the surface level bit of events that's happening, I think there's definitely a deeper tone and message within these episodes that I think will spark for some debate, but also some curiosity about what the future may look like for us. And I think they're handling it very well within these first few episodes. But again, I checked out the first 4. Can't wait to check out the rest. You can check out the first 2 on Hulu May 10th. Once you do, folks, get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about it. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon. Thank you for watching, folks.